with, what am I saying? Hello, everyone. Something came up on the screen. What's going on? Can support your channel. Okay, awesome. Okay. So it's telling me something came up on the screen new, and it's talking about different people can monitor my page. I need some of you guys to be a monitor, so when people say crazy stuff, y'all can block them for me, some of you regulars. Anyway, okay, sorry about that. That kind of caught me off guard a little bit because it popped up on the screen, and nothing ever pops up like that. So welcome to my live. Emily here with Jay Bowen. I'm getting some stuff ready for my next video. So we are going, I'm actually going to get to do a video. Hopefully it'll be done by Sunday and I can release it, but I'm in the middle of it. I've started filming it. Hey Knox, how are you? Hey, that's my sweet boy. Okay. And hey Mary, how are you? How are you doing, Mary? Thank you for your order. I just, I've been packing it up today. So in fact, your order is literally right there. I've got it all packed up. Hi, Mitzi. How are you doing? So welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here. Emily with Jay Bowen. We'll wait for a second for people to get here. So what we're going to be doing is we are prepping for my next video. I'm going to be making over some rusty old toolboxes and boxes. I've been working through my stash, so that's what we are doing. We are cleaning some stuff. I've been up to my store I had to get some stuff. Some people ordered some items from my store. They ordered, I'll show you what some people ordered while we're waiting. Someone ordered some of these. This is someone's order right here. I have a sale going on right now. You need your fusion. Okay, perfect. I have a sale going on, and I should have your order shipped out tomorrow. Yes, so these are going to be rusty, crusty things. I don't want y'all to see the names or the addresses, so I turned them over. So my whole living room has turned into a shipping station. I had it all cleaned up, but that's all right. Someone ordered a couple of these barn quilt stencils. Those are really cool. They ordered some of these JRV papers. Let's see, several of these fun JRV papers. And they ordered, oh, this is a really pretty one too, and some IOD. I'm having a big sale on IOD. Someone ordered this beautiful, is it up? No, here you go, this beautiful paper. So I had to run, get some of this stuff. This is one of the large JRV papers. Isn't that gorgeous? It's a decoupage paper. And she ordered a couple of IOD items. All of my, not all of it, a lot of my IOD is on sale right now. We are making room for the new spring release. So I thought I would go ahead and offer a discount. We are allowed to offer a discount on our products, like certain times of the year and for certain things. So I decided to offer that. Here's another order. Someone got this one. I'll show you all this, what people are buying. They're stocking up. I just thought while we were waiting for people, someone's got some of this lamp white fusion, some frames. Look at all these things are stocking up on. The paint inlays, transfers, stamps. Oops, can y'all see that stamp? And this, I love this one too, this fronds inlay. Anyway, this is another order that's about to get shipped out, but I have to get another box. The boxes I have are not big enough, so my husband's bringing home some larger boxes. Whoa. And some are already packaged up, and like I said, my husband is bringing some things home too, so I had to run up to the store to get those things. So we are going to be cleaning. I also had to get some of this stuff. It's called the Prep. I sell two different kinds of cleaners. This one is called the Prep. It's really easy to use. It's by whoa, just about spilled it on me. Hi Carrie. And hi Mitzi, I think I said hello. But anyway, you just spray it on your piece like this. This piece, this is going to be part of my, okay, I want y'all to see this. This is like one of those old, rusty looking file boxes, not in the best shape. But at first I had all my supplies in my booth with this, but I don't know. I don't really like carrying it around. It's been in my garage, and I'm on a mission to clean out my garage, okay? So that stuff is strong. Anyway, so you're just gonna spray it on there and clean it off. This is a furniture prep. it takes all that grime and grease off of your piece, so that, like, can y'all see that? It's kind of dirty. It's been out in my garage. So I've already done part of my video where I'm showing, you'll see it, but I'm going to make over this one, and then there's another one right there. So on my video so far, I've already shown you this. I've cleaned it a little bit, but I'm cleaning it more. I don't do all the cleaning on the video because that would be kind of boring. So I thought, well, I might as well do this with y'all. And I've already showed them, we're going to put a sealer on this, a primer. We're going to use the Salvation Solution by DIY. This is the clear Salvation Solution, okay? So I don't do all this on camera. When I'm making the video, sometimes some stuff has to be off camera. Ooh, see how rusty that is? I want to cover up that rust. So we're going to put this clear Salvation Solution so that after we paint it, the paint doesn't come off because of the rust. But I thought it was kind of cool how it was, but I'm going to make it a lot better. So I'm going to make it look like something attractive. I do like rusty, crusty things. I do like that. And like I said, I kept it like this for a while. I had my stuff in it, but I was thinking, I've got two different things. I have a whole stack of mail over here, like all my mail and stuff kids bring in and stuff like that. And it's overflowing, and I really don't like to see mail and stuff. So I thought either this one or this one right here, y'all can't see. I thought that I would make those into things that I could put my mail in, my bills, the stuff kids bring home, all that kind of stuff. And I thought that that would be kind of fun. But you can see the rust on here. So we're going to take this Salvation Solution. I already got the lid off of it a second. So what is everyone doing? What's everyone doing today? And where are you all from? I saw Mary. Is that... I'm going to have to cheat. Oh, it says... What is Michigan? Is that Michigan? Or is that Minnesota? Yeah, Michigan. That's Michigan. Am I right, Mary? Okay. Yep, you need your Fusion. And I actually poured up your sample, so you're getting more than the regular tester size. You're going to get more than that because I had to pour it from a large bottle, so you can get a little bit more than the regular tester size. So they're going to be in different bottles than you normally would get, Mary, but it's actually more paint, so it'll be more beneficial to you. Mary ordered some paint and some hemp oil. Hemp oil is a great product. I have some little sample sizes, and it's a great product. I think I inhaled some of this spray a second ago, but I don't think I'll be able to get all that off because that's rust. So that's why we're going to go ahead and seal it. Okay, so I got a junk brush. Where did I put that junk brush? I call it a junk brush because it's not a fancy brush. Oh, I brought it over here. Where'd it go? Well, I brought it over here and I was going to show y'all, but anyway, I'll use this brush. I started with this brush, trying to stay warm. Okay, so, oh, look, oh, hey, Luann. You're welcome, Mary. I wanted to tell you that because I was at my main store, I was out of those color testers, so I just poured it in the 2-ounce jar. So you'll get one, you get the full 2 ounce, and the other one's a little bit less, but you'll get more paint, much more paint than you would get in the little tester. So but you won't have that Fusion bottle, but it will be a better deal for you. I figured you wouldn't mind that if you got more. Okay, trying to stay warm and working on a salt wash snowman. Well, that sounds fun. Okay, so this is, what's everyone else doing? Okay, so this is sipping your coffee and watching. That's, hey, I made some coffee too. What's everyone drinking? I made me a cup of coffee right before. I always like to get my coffee, and I got some water ready so for this video. So I'm just going to turn this over. So if y'all watch this video, that hopefully I'll get out by Sunday, on Sunday, hopefully by Sunday, y'all will be able to see. But this is like the prepping for the video, because I'm going to have to do this, and I don't think y'all on a regular long form video need to see me, you know, just putting this Salvation Solution on there. I think that would be a little bit boring. So I'm going to explain what it is in the video, and then I'm going to have it already prepped for the next video. So I've been busy with work lately and decluttering our house. You can't tell now because I've got this stuff behind me, but I have really been working, and even before work I try to do something. Today I decided to go through our medicine, because we have this thing that has medicine in it, and it was just overflowing. And then we have something in our pantry, another container with medication in it, just like over-the-counter well, some prescription, mainly over-the-counter. Anyway, long story short, I went through all that today, and I was able to clean out a whole container. How am I going to do this? Okay. A whole container of that medicine, and I made a lot of room. I'm trying to be careful here. So I can only do certain sides at a time, and then I'll go back. But you want to prep your piece real good so that you want to prep your piece really good so that your paint sticks. Okay, hello in Canada. She is having some coffee, finishing some projects. Nice, sounds good. Well, I thought I would get to this sooner, but here we are. Okay, so we're just going to do this, but I'm on a mission to clean out my garage. I really have no choice. The garage is full, and that's what we're going to do. I have some furniture pieces that need to be painted, and I'm actually really excited about that. I am going to be doing, some of you guys know, I have started a membership, a gold membership. It's like a private membership. You can see it probably right there on the screen. It says join. If you join that, I do one video a month that's a live just with the gold members. Whoops. And this month we're going, I think it's going to be next weekend, we're going to paint a piece of furniture start to finish. So if you want to know how to do start to finish professional piece of furniture, we're going to do a small piece of furniture. I'll tell you what all you need, and then you can join me live, or you can watch it, you know, after it's uploaded, and you can join me and learn how to get a professional finish on a piece of furniture. So I think you would like that. Plus, you will get the free shipping over $35. So that's a really good bonus as well, especially with the new IOD release coming up soon. If y'all haven't heard, the new IOD, ooh, wait a second. Oh, okay, sorry. I had some gunk over there on my paper where I was cleaning this on the video. There was like some stuff on here, but the new IOD release is coming soon. We don't know the date, but we did get to order. I got to order all of the beautiful new products. You're gonna absolutely love those products. And so if you join that gold group, you're gonna get free shipping over $35. So it's a great deal. You can use it as many times as you want to, you know, as long as you're a member. So anyway, this is the other toolbox. Can y'all see that okay? This is one of those big toolboxes. It's really rusty. Y'all see that? I mean, it's even kind of almost rusted out. I didn't realize that on the bottom. But this toolbox, I actually had in my booth. You know, I thought someone might want to buy it, but no one ever bought it. So I thought this would be another fun project to make over. So I have already cleaned it once on the video, but we're going to just clean it again and make sure we get all that off. I actually also, if you have a lot of gunk on the on something like this, you can use a scraper. There was like stuff that was raised, and I already used that. Okay, so anyway, we're going to use this. I'm going to see if I can get on this on my phone. I have another phone over here because I got a new phone, and so I've got this other phone. I'm going to see if I can get over here and I can see your comments. I can see your comments better on this. Okay, let's see if I can watch it. Okay, there we are. Okay, there I am. I see myself on the video. Okay, so I can see y'all's comments a little bit better than squinting. But anyway, this is the second one. I had it in my booth for a long time, but I kept it open, and then I had cookbooks for sale. But I thought that this would be another fun project. I always need things around my house to contain stuff, and I like to make over these toolboxes, make them really pretty, and then I can, you know, move them around my house, and they look like a nice work of art, but it's still functional, utilitarian. So that's really important to me, to have stuff around my house that looks nice. Even though this is kind of cool, like, it doesn't really go with the style of my house, and it's actually a little bit gross. It was really, really grimy. I mean, grimy. So we're just going to give it one more good clean. I think that's oil and stuff. I mean, this was like a real working old toolbox, okay? So anyway, so let's see here. So what is the weather where everyone is? Is it cold? Is it warm? What's going on where you are? It's been a little bit chilly here in North Georgia. It's been cold. My son I can just see the notification where my oldest son and daughter just got home. He was going to take her to get some of that. She really wanted some of that boba tea yesterday. And so I didn't want to go yesterday, so I told them that they could get it today. And then, of course, my husband, I decided I wasn't going to go get them. Then my husband was, and then my son already went over there. So they should be coming in the door at any minute. Oh, yeah, you see this gunk? Can y'all see that right now? Pacific Northwest. Okay, that's right. You're from Washington. Very cold in Michigan. I bet so. Cold in what show did I watch? Oh, yeah. I watched this crazy show in Washington State. It was in Oregon, and we watched it last night. It was called Don't Date Brandon Johnson or something like that. Have y'all seen that show? I think it was on Prime. I'm not sure. My husband was flipping, and I said, oh, let's watch that. And it was crazy. It was about this guy. I think that sometimes crafting can get kind of dirty. Y'all see this? This is like oil or something. I'm having to like get all that gunk up because you don't want to paint over that. And that's real paint skill. So I'm trying to get any of that grossness off. But anyway, it was called Don't Date Brandon Johnson, and it was set, hey, a green one? What kind is that? What is it called? Sour Patch. I didn't even know they had such a thing. Hey, Bowen. Yeah, bring it over here. Okay, they bought this boba, but this is not what I was expecting. Okay, look at this drink, y'all. What is it you said?
It's
That's kind of weird to me. It's kind of good and it's kind of weird. Okay, we had a heat wave here last week. 144. Wow. Or 114, that's crazy. That is hot. No, it's been cold here. Of course, you're summertime there. And it's winter here. Okay, so what I plan to do is I'm going to paint this a color. And then I've got several of the transfer sets from last year, and I'm going to put them on these toolboxes. Oh yeah, I don't even remember if I finished telling you, but I have most everything from IOD that I can put on sale. As much as there's like a certain limit, we can only reduce IOD like a certain amount, and I have it reduced to that price. So if you want to grab any of the IOD stuff, anything that you've had your eye on, now would be a great time. Now would be a great time to pick those up. My son's at Knox. He's sitting right over here. So anyway, now would be a good time to pick any of those things up. Hey, if you're enjoying this live so far, hit that thumbs up button. I would really appreciate that. It helps my, like shoot out this video to more people. So here's something interesting. So when you say 114 carry, is that 114 Fahrenheit, or I'd assume Fahrenheit, right? Because Celsius, that would be like insane. I guess 114 Fahrenheit. Anyway, so I gotta tell you a story about this Australian guy I once knew. I'm gonna have to save that till later. Right before I met my husband, we went over to Hawaii, and I went with my son and my parents, and we stayed a couple different places, but we went to Waikiki, and we were staying there, and I was single at that time, and I was there with my parents, and of course we would go do stuff all day, then we'd go out to eat, and then everything's walking distance there where we were staying. And anyway, long story short, I met this Australian man, very tall, good looking Australian man. Anyway, that's about all I can tell you about that story. But, so I always tease my husband that right before I met him, my last kind of boyfriend was was from Australia, so I haven't ever shared that with you. So he knows that because we have a funny story. One time I went out and my son was like, you know, like they had gone to the room and gone to bed or whatever, and I was supposed to be meeting my brother and his soon-to-be wife. They're married now, but this was, you know, a long time ago when my son was little. Of course, some reason they decided, what?
Little?
Yeah, he was little. He was like 4 or 5.
Little.
Oh, little, not whittle. Sorry, little. He was, anyway, long story short, he was little, and I came home pretty late in the night, early in the morning, and they said my dad was up and my son was up. I don't know, they were like, who knows? I think my dad was on the computer, my son was doing something, sitting up, and they said, my dad said, oh, look what the cat drug in. Anyway, we have a funny story about that. Yeah, me too. Bowen, can you please turn that down? Okay, but anyway, that's our little funny story. This is still so gunky right here. I mean, it's literally like gunk. And if you don't get that off, and I might leave it as is to keep some of the oldness to it, or I might put like something on it. But I mean, this was like a real working man's toolbox. Anyway, that's Fahrenheit. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, so that's my Australian story. And I remember him and his friends were talking about a baby, and they said, I think something about a nappy or something like that. But it was like the cutest thing I ever heard. So anyway, that's my little Australian story. Okay, so this is about as clean as I think this is gonna get. And I gotta have a drink of my coffee. So anyway, so what are y'all gonna do tonight? Are y'all staying home? Are y'all going out? You just relaxing? So I've got a roast in the oven. I put it in the oven several hours ago, so it's cooking. And I guess we're just staying home. Y'all, a roast? Oh, she just looked at me like that didn't sound good. But I've got a roast cooking. Smells good in here, I think. But I didn't do, sometimes I make it like Mexican style, and we have it on like tortillas. It's so good like that. But you have to cook it down until it's like really, really just shredded. Otherwise, I could make it like a regular roast. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do yet. Okay, so now we're going to start on this one. I guess we could start, oh, that sounds nice. I mean, if I could just stay home every day, I probably would choose that, seriously. Y'all look how rusty, this is kind of rusty and gross, but that's okay, because we're gonna put this primer on it. You can use any kind of primer. I'm using Salvation Solution. I think it will work. It's from DIY. It'll just stop the rust from coming, you know, into your paint. Or if you wanted to paint and then distress it and have some of it show through, you could do that too. Yeah, well, if I don't have to go anywhere all day night tonight, that will be just wonderful for me. We had to go a couple places. We had a meeting for my daughter at her school today that went very well. She got very good reviews, so we're very happy about that. And then we had some other things I had to do. Okay, can y'all see this okay? This is the bottom of this rusty, crusty old, this has literally been sitting in my dining, I've got like a death pile of stuff right there in my dining room, just some things I need to finish. And this was one of the things I needed to finish. So we're just going to finish this up. We're going to give it, and we're putting this clear Salvation Solution primer on it, and then I'm just gonna let it dry. I probably won't start painting this until tomorrow. So I really want to paint it like a really fun color, and then I mean, you could probably sand it. I'm not going to take that much time. We're going to try and see if this will work. I did something else. That bottom, you couldn't sand it off. I mean, it's completely rusted. Here's the deal. We're going to do it like this, and if it doesn't work, it just doesn't work. And if some rust comes through, I'm just going to call that, you know, I call that character. So if the rust comes through, it's just going to add a little character. It's not going to be the end of the world. But at least it will be, you know, primed, okay? So it's going to have this good primer on it. The cool thing about this, like if you have something old and rusty like this and you don't want it to look brand new, you can prime it with the clear one, okay? You can prime it with the clear one, and then you can wipe it back, and then you can get some of the original look back. So that's another reason I wanted to do it the clear, was because if some of the paint does flake off, you're gonna get this really pretty color underneath. Well, thank you, Tammy. I appreciate you saying you like to learn from me. I like to learn from all you guys too, and I certainly love hanging out with you guys. So we're just adding this Salvation solution. Now, if I was going to sell this or something, maybe I'd do something different. But even if I was going to sell it in my store and some rust came through, I wouldn't really care. Now, if I was doing a commission piece or something like that, I'd probably do a little bit more research on the matter, okay? And if y'all haven't subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. I like doing thrift flips, DIYs, upcycles, all that kind of stuff like that. Dawn, can you please turn that off? Okay, so I thought that I would just jump on here and do this with y'all. Otherwise, I just have to do this part by myself. But you see how it's pretty easy? And like if I decide to use a chalk paint or a DIY paint and I want to distress it, this beautiful color would come through. Otherwise, I thought about doing, like I even brought home like well, this was from outside. I also sell a white one called Power Primer from Rethink Junk, and a gray one. I'm gonna get my little basket. Hold on one second. I brought this stuff home from my office, from my booth. Okay. I brought this stuff home from my booth because I was kind of debating. But anyway, this is another primer. Wait, no, that's not. That's called Thrift. Wait a second. Here's the primer. I've got a gray and a white one. Okay, this is the gray one, and then here's the white one. But I think I have a gray one already open. But the problem is, if you prime it with one of these and the paint chips, you're gonna see the white or the gray. So I thought I'm gonna go ahead and do the clear, and then if any paint chips or I decided to distress it back, you know, you're gonna see this beautiful color, which would be kind of fun peeking through. So even if like on down the line, like 5-10 years from now, and it chips, I would rather see this than see the white or gray. Just my personal opinion. But, you know, either way would work. Bowen, can you please turn that down? She's over here. Like we've got right there, we've got like a computer and all that. So she's my daughter's right here, and then my son, he's at our kitchen table. He's doing something on his iPad or whatever. But anyway, I hope you're enjoying this live and seeing, like, this is kind of like behind the scenes, the part that you guys don't really see usually. So I brought some colors home. So what my plan is to do is I'm going to paint these a color, and I've got one more thing. I'm going to show you what else I'm going to paint. It's right here. I made this over in a video, in a Ralph Lauren inspired video, but I just painted it brown like that, and I put our initials there. But honestly, it's kind of boring. So I brought home some milk paint. So I want to, we usually, where's that basket? I'll show y'all something. So I have this basket. Okay, so at my house, we use most of the time, majority of the time, we use cloth napkins. Just because I find regular napkins to be so wasteful. So normally, you see this basket? I normally keep this on our table, but it's kind of big. So I painted it to look like that. This is just a basket I thrifted, but I painted it to look like that, you know, like that old French look. So, and I love this basket. It's really pretty, but it's kind of big. Like, I'll show you compared to a water bottle. It's big. It's pretty big. And so it does take up a good amount of our kitchen table. Are y'all still there? Can y'all still hear me? If you can still hear me, say hello or something. Hit that thumbs up button, something. But anyway, so normally I keep our cloth napkins here, but it takes up a lot of room. So I decided I want to change it up. So I am going to paint this. So here are some of our napkins. We're a family of 5, so we usually only use the napkins at night, sometimes in the morning, but I thought this would be a much smaller thing for, it's still a good size. I'm gonna show y'all this. Okay, it's still a pretty good size. See this size? It's still a pretty good size. Okay, y'all can hear me good. Okay, so it's still a pretty good size toolbox thing. So I think that will be good. But I mean, this color is just kind of boring because it's just flat. Initially, I always was going to put milk paint on it. So I went up to my store where I carry all these milk paints and I grabbed some colors that I thought would be fun to use. And so I'll let y'all help me decide which color would be good. Well, this is like some colors I want to use in my spring video, so those really aren't going to be. I brought these home because I thought they would be pretty for spring, but this is called Spring Blossom. It's like a really pretty light pink. This is by Homestead House Milk Paint. And this is Fusion Milk Paint, but Fusion, I'm not exactly sure quite how it works, but the really nice lady that opened Homestead House, her daughter runs Fusion. I've met them a couple times. They live in Canada, really nice people, a lot of fun. Anyway, and so this is called, so they're, oh, I just dropped it. They're basically the same formulas, just different paint colors. And some are the same colors, they just have different names. But this one is called Millennial Pink, and this one is called whatever, Spring Blossom. They're just slightly different. Can y'all see that? Okay, so, but these are probably going to be for my new release stuff. And this is called Wisteria Rose. It's like a real pretty lavender. Okay, but now it's time to vote. So I have a lot of plants in my house. The walls, it doesn't look like it on these videos, but the walls are very white. And then I've got like black granite and then like wood cabinet. So I have a lot of white and black and green. So I brought these 3 colors home. These look very similar. I'm even wondering if they're the same. I think one's a little bit different. But I brought this one called Waterloo. And I guess they look a little bit different on the camera. Waterloo, and this is Waterloo, this is Bayberry, and this is Mojito, but it's a little bit lighter. But probably by the time you put, you know, like hemp oil and aging wax, it would look different. But I'm probably, which one of these, I want to paint this, and I want it to be a color that I can use year round. So it'll probably be one of these, the Waterloo, the Bayberry, or the Mojito. Which color should I paint this? I mean, really, these 2 are so close, you really can't even tell the difference. And then this one's like a lighter one. So y'all vote. Y'all vote. Help me vote. What color should I paint this? So I'm going to probably in the video, these 2 are, I'll probably call it like a rusty, crusty, you know, something along that line, toolbox, box video. But I want to do this one too. And, you know, because I want it out year round, I'll probably just put the milk paint. I probably won't put transfer or anything on there. The Bayberry. Okay, we got 1 vote for Bayberry. And that's also a regular Fusion color. That's like kind of like an army green, olive green. It's a really nice color. So anyway, but I thought that this would, I'm not going to paint the inside probably because it'll just be more work than necessary because I already painted it. Do y'all remember when I painted this in the video? You could roll the napkins and have them. Oh, that would be cute too. Yeah. So, but you know what? Here's the problem. Here's the only problem, Carrie. I only have so much time. And we use these all of the time. So yeah, I could like this, roll it up like this, and then put it like here somehow or another. Yeah, that'd be cute too. I'm gonna get my kids on that. Anyway, but yeah, we use these all the time. So we're constantly washing them. But it's not that bad because I have a whole bunch, so they're like constantly going through the machine, but they're just soft. And you know, you don't have like, I guess why I changed probably, gosh, well over 5 years ago. I just got probably, who knows, probably 6, 7 years ago. I got so tired of napkins, like those paper ones, because you know how little kids are, they'll use so many of them, and you know, they never go through more than one of these. They're soft, they're clean, whatever. I just like those. So anyway, we're going to paint that over. We're going to paint that too. Hey, Sandra, how are you doing? We are just talking about what we're painting in the next video. I'm glad you're here. Welcome. Okay, so I also brought some other colors home that I just thought, okay, so I've got a big bench. I sold a coffee table in my booth. It had been in there forever. For $125. Yay, I bought it for 30 bucks, sold it for 125, so that's great. But on top of it was a bench. It's like a very rustic looking bench. And okay, another vote for Bayberry. Anyway, so I have a bench. It's white. I painted it white because it was wood, but not like good looking wood. It had a varnish, and it wasn't something I wanted to like. It was just kind of like raw wood, but I painted it white. But what I'm thinking about doing is painting it a color and then putting like some transfers or something on it. What color do you I mean, I could paint that any color. One, should I just paint it like a regular mineral paint color? Or two, should I do a milk paint? Or just, I don't know what to do. So I can't decide. I'll take a picture of it. It's in the back of my car. And we'll see. Y'all see, this is already starting to, oh, that's already starting to, it kind of almost feels like a resin or something. But anyway, something with the lavender sometime. Yeah, would that be pretty? That lavender color. Yeah, I'm thinking about using some of these really pretty springy colors on some items on the release. I was going to do that last year, and for some reason I didn't. Sometimes I chicken out and I just use like neutral colors or something like that, but aren't those pretty colors? Wouldn't that be pretty to use like in a spring palette? I think that's pretty. Okay, so I also brought home some other colors. These are some colors that are just, they're kind of bright colors, but they're just some, this is Rethunk Junk, but this is like it's called Violet Shadow. It's a purple color. This is a pretty green. It's called Eucalyptus. Isn't that pretty? It's like a kind of light to medium green. This is called Blue Spruce. It's just a pretty color right there. This one, and then this is just a neutral called Driftwood. It's just kind of like a taupey gray type color. I think that's really pretty too. But I brought those home, and then I brought home some I sell all these at my store. So basically one block away from me is my booth with all these paints. So I also brought home this Apothecary color. It's kind of like a greenish blue color. And then I brought home this funky green color because I saw someone do something with these bright colors. Did y'all see that on the IOD Tribe? They did a bright yellow table and a bright green picture or something. It was really pretty. But anyway, I can't decide. I still haven't even decided what colors I really want to paint these in. I did a blue toolbox. Do what? No. I did a blue toolbox the other day. Well, I did it last year, but I posted it. And you guys really loved. I posted it on my page and IOD Tribe page, and I posted it on the Fusion Mineral Paint It Beautiful page. If y'all haven't joined the Paint It Beautiful page, go check that out. There's some beautiful work over there. You can join it. It's basically the Fusion Mineral page. It's kind of like the IOD Tribe page, but it's for Fusion. But they've got some really beautiful things on there. But anyway, so either like I could do like a bright color, a bright green, a bright blue, but I want something that that I can use in my house. I really was thinking about not making it springy so I can use it real year round, but it really doesn't matter. I'll show you all that blue box. Let me grab that. It's right here. I forgot it was sitting right here. I've shown you guys this. I've shown you guys this a lot of times. Can y'all see this? This is that Lost Garden transfer. I love the Lost Garden. I want to use it. I probably want to use the Lost Garden, maybe the Saint Germain. Isn't that beautiful? You can just cover it with it. This is called Willow Bank by Fusion. Can y'all see that? I actually carried my makeup around in it for a while, but it was just kind of big and clunky. But I love containers like this because there's always something like, so for example, like if you're at your house and you need to like, I don't know, whatever, like say you're tagging rings for your booth and you got rings and you need a pin and you need like those little tags, you can put them in this, carry it around. You can put it on your coffee table and it looks like a piece of art versus like, you know, a plastic bin from the Dollar Tree. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I have those too. But it makes it look like something like that looks like decor versus you know, something plasticky. So I try to put stuff in baskets or in toolboxes that I decorate around my house so they look nicer. But anyway, do y'all like this box? If you like this box, let me know. So I could do this box another similar color like this, or I could go any of those fun colors. And I mean, I could go anywhere. I could go neutral. I could go bright. I don't know. I just have to decide. And sometimes when you have access to every single color, I carry Aretha and Junk, DIY paint, Fusion Mineral Paint. I guess those 3 paints, plus all of the milk paints, plus alchemy. I have so many colors to choose from. It's almost hard to, you know, decide what color to choose from. But yeah, that's the box. Isn't that pretty though? This is that Lost Garden set. I still have some more of these available. If you haven't picked this up, this is one of the most beautiful ones, I think. I also have some of those Menagerie, the ones with the bird cages, the Saint Germain. In the Saint Germain, the floral one, I have some of those. I have quite a few different boxes available, or not boxes, transfers, molds, stamps, whatever. So anyway, but yeah, see this, it's starting to, this one's already starting to, I'm gonna bring this one back over here because it's already starting to dry up. I'm gonna move this one though. I have all this stuff here. So thank you for liking my box. I'm proud of it. But I also carry like this. It was at my booth, but I didn't have it for sale. Y'all can't really tell on this, but it's got that really aged look. I just love big baskets like that. I pick them up at the thrift store for a few dollars, but you know, I'm on like, I can't go to the thrift store for a long time. I've got to work through my stash. So,
hey Mom, how are you?
Where do I find the paint it? Oh, it's called Paint It Beautiful. It's just on Facebook. But that's the Fusion Mineral Paint, like the kind of like their IOD tribe, but it's for Fusion Mineral Paint. It's just called Paint It Beautiful. You can just find it on Facebook and join. And a lot of people post questions and they post their projects and stuff like that. They just started letting, like I sell Fusion Mineral Paint and I have a business. They just started letting our business pages join. So before I could only join like as a person, but now I can post my projects on there, which is nice because I can get people to, you know, come look at my, my page. Otherwise I could post stuff, but they wouldn't really get to know me as a business. So yeah. Okay, so I'm going to move this over. So I've got to decide what color to paint this red box. And then I have to decide which color. See, this is already, see how it gets really shiny. That's already pretty much dry. So I can do it there. So now I'm going to paint, and it's a little jacked up, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so now we're going to take this. Also, I'll remind you, if you've not joined my gold membership group, y'all should do it. I'm going to teach y'all how to paint a piece of furniture start to finish on the next live. It may be, hey, it may be this weekend. Who knows? It may be next weekend, but y'all can always watch it on replay. I'll tell you what all supplies you need to paint a piece of furniture. I'm going to tell you all a story real quick. And I need to get her on here. So I have a friend, but she also works for us. She's an employee at our law firm, and she is by trade an interior designer, but she works at our law firm and has for a long time. But anyway, so she just does that kind of stuff like as a hobby on the side now.
Dad, what do you want from Five Guys?
So anyway, long story short, I'm going to put this stuff on here too so it won't rust. I should have done it on that other one. I think I'm going to go ahead and go back on there and put it on there too so it won't rust.
No, I want.
Okay.
I want lettuce.
Okay, there we go.
It's gonna never.
So anyway, so by trade she does that, but she's real artsy like me, so she likes to do fun things too. Okay, Mary, bye Mary. Thanks for stopping by. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you were here to stay. Have a good night. Okay, so anyway, she likes to do stuff too, so she wanted to paint. She had some stuff she wanted to paint, some picture frames, furniture, different things she wanted to paint. So she bought some of the Wellington Fusion Mineral Paint, which is a beautiful, classy, high-end looking color. It is a kind of like an olive green color. And anyway, she bought that, and I told her, I said, look, you really need to have one of the good Stallmeister brushes. And she's like, okay. But she didn't buy it. She just wanted the, you know, I just suggest it. I don't make anyone buy it. I just tell them. So anyway, I took her the paint, and she started painting. She sent me a message that weekend. She's like, I see what you're saying about the paintbrush. I need one of those paintbrushes. So anyway, long story short, because we are friends, I gave her a nice Stallmeister brush, and I gave her a roller, a Stallmeister roller, or a good roller. And she's like, oh my God. So anyway, so she took it home and started painting. She's like, oh my gosh, that paintbrush is such a difference. She, okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, I understand. Yeah, sometimes you have to just cut yourself off from the thrift store because you can get, you know, you can accumulate really fast. So it's actually fun when you do, you know, like shop your stuff, because you can start thinking about what you can do. Because at one time you loved whatever you bought, or you probably wouldn't have bought it. So anyway, but yeah, anyway, long story short, she started painting with that paintbrush, and she told me, oh my gosh, I will write a review for you. It is such a difference to have the good kind of paintbrushes. So if you've not, like, even this one is a Stallmeister brush. It's the 1 series. And I have a ton of these. I just haven't listed them yet on my website. But she's like, I'll write a review or whatever, because it makes such a difference. And I was like, well, I told you. Okay, so David is saying, what are you doing? What I'm doing is I paint and upcycle items. These are some rusty, crusty toolboxes that I am doing a video for my next video that's going to be coming up, hopefully on, if I can get it done, hopefully on, when is it? Sunday, I'll get it done. But I've got to paint it first. So I cleaned them really good. I use this stuff called the Prep from Rethink Junk. You can either use this, or I've got another one called the, I can't remember, it's from Fusion. Both of them are good. TA something, I can't remember. But anyway, both of them are good. I cleaned them first, and then I took the Salvation Solution. This is a primer and stain killer. This is the clear from DIY Paint. And you just got to stir that stuff up real good. Anyway, it's a primer and stain, so, but it's a clear one instead of like a colored one. It's clear. So when I go to paint, hopefully the rest won't come through. I did paint that tart pan thing with the same thing, and it didn't come through. So anyway, long story short, we're just applying this so that when we apply our paint, the rest won't affect the paint. But even if it does, I call that character, so it'll be all right. Anyway, so that's basically the long and short of what I was going to show you guys. But anyway, if you're not subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel, hit that thumbs up button. I have hundreds of videos you can look, you know, you can watch. If you haven't seen them, there's all the way from Christmas, spring, Halloween, whatever, summer. I've been on here about 1.5 years, so there's a lot of videos. I try to do one every single week, so there's a lot of those. I may get on here again if I get to the next stage, because basically when I do a video, I'm just going to start painting it a little bit. Sometimes I do a little bit more, but you know, you guys don't need to see me paint every brush stroke on a piece of, you know, a piece of anything. But I thought this would be fun because they're functional pieces. Pretty much anyone can find a box and then put the transfers on it, and it makes such a big difference. So anyway, do you guys have any questions for me? Anything you want to ask? Anything you want to say? If you do, put it in the comments. If you need anything, you can always comment on a video. It comes straight to my phone. As soon as I open my phone, I can see your comments. That's what you guys might not know. Whenever you ask a person on YouTube, if you say anything, if you make a comment, it alerts me just like a text message. So I see your comments pretty much instantly if I'm awake or whatever, or not busy. But I love seeing your comments. I love when you guys comment on here. That makes my day every time. But anyway, that's it. I'm going to let this dry. If I decide to get back on here, who knows? Maybe I will tonight. But y'all go have a good night, and I'll talk to you guys later.